Okay, well, this wasn't unexpected. I can't, for some reason, go live on my Great Debate Community channel. I don't know what's going on. It just will not let me go live on it. So I am popping over to my main channel for this. I guess I should probably let them know in the other hangout. They're all over there going, where are we? So go to main channel. There we go. Okay, well, this wasn't unexpected. I can't, for some reason, go live on my Great Debate Community channel. So I don't know what's going on with that. That's weird. I haven't used the GDC channel for quite some time, but what happens is I'm trying to stream to it, and for some reason I'm just not getting the go light button. So, I kind of want to keep some of this stuff over on that channel, unfortunately. So, well, I guess it's going to have to work over here. It's not going to be very much anyway, so it's not really that big a deal. I just want to give you guys some updates on what happened last night. I can't give you too much because kind of sworn to secrecy. You know how that works. But let me fix a few things here, make sure everybody can follow us over here, and I guess I got to change things on social media as well. So let's see here, go there. Anyways, so as you guys know, last night we did an interview with Sharrell. I think, how do you pronounce her name? Sharrell? Yeah, I think it's Charelle World. Very nice. She was very pleasant. We spent about a good hour and a half kind of before the what you saw, the little trailer, talking. And one of the reasons we decided to not go ahead and stream that night was the fact that there was just so much going on, so much that she wants to start a whole new series. She wants to do something big and grandiose, kind of similar to her house, was it the Housewives of OC, Beverly Hills, LA, Las Vegas, whatever it is. And I think that her idea is brilliant. I think she has a really good idea, and I think she's going to market it very well. And so we decided, why don't we hold off a little bit till the middle of next week? She's got some other things she wants to finish up, and we're going to be involving some other content creators, some like very large name content creators, much bigger than I. We're going to be focusing on the facts, focusing on the things that Katie Joy Paulson has done to myself, has done to people that I care about, things relating to the Non Sequitur show, and many other people in the internet community that have experienced very similar things in a long history. And so that's going to take a few days to get together. We have scores of documentation, just an unbelievable amount. And I didn't want to overwhelm Charelle, because I can understand how much it really is. I mean, for somebody who's not really familiar with this side of the YouTube, it's a lot. It really is a lot. And so we kind of figured, okay, let's do it this way, where we can have a series out of it and kind of break it up in little bite-sized pieces for her. So that's what we're gonna do. That's why it wasn't anything longer than maybe 7 minutes that we did last night. Now she's going to be posting it probably, I think, Wednesday. I think she's going to start. There's a couple of different reasons why she's waiting to Wednesday, but that's long, complicated story. But of course, it's her channel. But she was really blown away by the things we had to tell her, and not just us. There was other people telling her these things as well. She approached me. I didn't approach her. Well, I did back in January, and then she reached out to me a couple days ago and said, "Hey, you know, do you really want to do you want to still do this?" And I was like, "Sure," because the reason we're going back on this is because things were never quite resolved. I was taking a step back. People know why I was taking a step back, but it was never fully resolved. And now that people are going after Sweet Heathen, people are like viciously going after her, saying she's lied about sexual assault, saying that she's not black enough. I mean, this stuff is untenable to me, and it's just the same group over and over and over again that just will not leave us alone. And so we are going to get involved with many content creators. I'm going to guess maybe half a dozen or more, to maybe 10, and some including our own group. I know there's going to be at least a dozen so people in our own community that's going to be involved somewhere in this. So it's going to be very large. So I just want to give you guys an update on that, about why we didn't do the interview that night. We all decided it would be a much bigger, better way to do it, because there's so much involved in it. Josiah Hanson, $2. Hi, y'all. Thank you, Josiah. But again, we want to make sure this is all documented. We want to make sure. Why? Oh, that is. I don't know why I have Erica. Erica was Erica Guts. Was it Gutsick Gibbon? Right. She was the primatologist that we had on. So I Got to get her name off there. How about that? That should do it. Sorry about that. Like I said, I wasn't prepared to go on this channel. I was going to go on the other channel. I'll have to figure out what's not working on that, because I want to keep a lot of this stuff on that channel. I want this channel to be philosophy and science, and we're going to be doing a lot of stuff with Reasons to Believe coming up. We have a new show starting. It is going to be with Dr. Fuzz Rana. Right now, it's just going to be once a month in home because of the situation going around the world. It kind of sucks, but we have 2 shows a month planned. They are designing a full set for us. I think it's going to be a 90-minute to 2-hour show. Call in, and people can ask questions. They have about 500,000 people watching at a time for the Christian community. And they haven't been exposed to a lot of things that I want to talk about. And they haven't really had a show ever on their channel where they had a non-believer and they had somebody like Dr. Fuzz Rana, who's an actual PhD. Now, of course, I don't agree with Fuzz on some things. Even Fuzz doesn't agree with some of the other members of RTB. It's kind of nice that not all of them actually agree on things. And so we have a new show, Agree to Argue, where we can actually argue and agree to do so on a very polite type level. We plan to have other people come in. Dr. Hugh Ross might come in, obviously, because he owns the Reasons to Believe. There's Ken Samples, Dr. Kenny Rhodes, and a few other what they call scholars. Now, I'm not going to be working for Reasons to Believe. I'm not a scholar, and so I don't want to be on any kind of payroll. But they're all going to figure out something to at least reimburse me for my time, because I'm going to be having to travel quite a bit to get down there once or twice a month. And also, it is still my time that I'll be donating to this in exchange for promotional of my channels. So I think that's pretty fair. But that's kind of the update on that particular aspect. That'll be happening. We start our first show, I believe, in July. But again, everything got pushed back with this whole worldwide CV-19. I don't want to say the whole thing because it'll be instantly demonetized. I think you say CV-19 and not get demonetized, can't you? Whatever. Most of my stuff's demon by now anyways. But so that got pushed back a little bit. People have asked me about the non sequitur show updates. That has been pushed back as well. Obviously, with the court case having to have a hearing for a charge, or actually multiple charges of contempt, we have to wait on that. And that will probably be the first week of June we're looking at. I think we're going to be first on the docket when the courts open up, because well, we've been waiting a while, and so there has to be some kind of judicial time frame kind of thing. They can't just let things go forever when there's a motion on the table. So we have a motion that was ordered by the court. The judge agrees there is enough reason to hold Kyle in contempt of court, probably on more than one charge. I'm kind of hoping it's one charge for everything that he's failed to do. If that's the case, then the judge has indicated that he'll have him incarcerated until he decides to actually put everything over in my name that was so ordered. So that's the status on that. We're hoping probably in 4 weeks from now. So anyways, what do you got? Any questions for us? Like I said, there's a lot of stuff up in the air right now. It's so busy, I guess you can say. I mean, between the Reasons to Believe, the Sharrell's world, and there's what else was going on? There's something else. I can't remember. There was another big event. Can't be that big. I forgot about it. But yeah, Ilya Moon has stuff on her channel, or well, it's a Shell's channel. She's got some stuff going on. That time of the month over on Cheshire's channel, that's taking off big time. And I think Sharrell is really interested in that particular show as well. I told Sharrell that my channel is mostly about science philosophy, and that's I'm not looking to get a lot of reality TV people over here. Had that before, that didn't work out too well. Not my thing, but. I think that Cheshire has a really good thing on her channel with that time of the month, halftime of the month, and spotting. Great idea, by the way. But I think when she and Sweet and Serrated Kiss and Manya get together and they talk about women's issues, I mean, it's just like The View, only it's on the internet. So I think that's going to take off pretty well. I think that has the ability, potential to really, really go skyrocketing. I'll go from the start. Okay, well, quick on the start. Charelle wanted to. She heard what we had to say, and she was so overwhelmed that she wants to do a much bigger thing. She's going to do a whole series. She's going to do a new series. I'm not going to really kind of give it away, but she is going to do a whole series that she said is kind of be She did a series before on the Housewives of whoever, and that got like 1 million views. She thinks this could be bigger, and I agree with her. So I listened to what her plans were. We talked at length, and so Dr. Zayas, look, I mean, it no matter what happens, I can't really lose on this deal. If she follows through, like she says she is, I mean, it's to her, it's advantage to her because she has a brilliant idea. I mean, she really does have a brilliant idea for a new show or new series, but she wants to involve some big name content creators, exceptionally big name content creators. And if they're on board, then we're going to do it that way. So we'll find out by next week if they're on board. If not, then we're still going to go on and we're still going to do it as planned. But like I said, it's a lot of information. I've got databases on this stuff. As you guys know, I mean, without any crystal balls, an affiliate channel has more data than probably the Library of Congress. So we want to make sure that everything's documented, everything's factual. This is not to slander anybody. It's not to harass anybody. These people are going around saying that, oh, well, they're being harassed. They have no idea what they're talking about. The people who have been harassed are people like myself and Sweet for ages. I mean, we've been wanting to be left alone for a very long time, and they just won't do it. When Sweet, who's one of the nicest people, the one of the most caring, giving people I've ever met in my entire life, when she is being harassed, people are sending things to her family. When people are telling her that she's not really been a victim of sexual assault on more than one occasion. When people tell her she's not black enough. I mean, this is what's happening. And Cheshire, Reds, Bullinator, and everybody else said this is enough. So this is all from the same toxic community over there. I mean, you have people on that side of the community that have been saying that, Steve pays to have sex with, Steve pays to have Sweet Heathen have sex with other people. It's just disgusting what these people are doing. I mean, that to me is harassment. Everything I've ever said on this channel is factual. Everything I can say on this channel has been backed up with evidence. We have a massive amount of data on this stuff. I mean, we got screenshots galore. You guys know the history. And so the people like Sharrell, they have to digest this stuff, and I get that. They really do, because it was overwhelming. And in a good way. I mean, in a good way, because not just they want to do one episode, but like I said, they want to do a whole series. Like I said, what kind of deal is there to be? I mean, I'm not there to make any money off this. I'm here to get my side of the story out. I was basically when the Non Sequitur show broke up, there's a lot of rumors going around, a lot of lies, and these were outright false accusations. Katie lied. I mean, she outright lied. All the co-hosts lied. Every one of those co-hosts lied in some way about fraud and other things, and she went one step further and falsely accused me of sexual harassment. That's not good enough. To have a marginal apology that she said, oh, well, I realized I was wrong about the fraud, but I'm not going to apologize for the sexual harassment charge. Oh, really? The fact that you lied about it and you lied about it and that nobody that has ever asked you for evidence ever got any of it? Not one person saw a shred of evidence of it? Yeah, that needs to come out, because that's something that I find to be morally egregious. When you falsely accuse a man of sexual harassment, most men are just going to walk away. I'm not. I'm never going to give up on that until my story's out, my truth, which is the truth. And so this is what Sharrell wants to do a story on. And so I think it's great. I think that there's about time that these bigger YouTubers start paying attention to what's going on in these other communities. It's going to get out. The truth will be out there. And the fact that, all this litigation and stuff going on with Kyle is just icing on the cake, because, we have proof positive by the court that Kyle committed fraudulent conversion, it wasn't unjust enrichment, because that was a catch-all. It was fraud, fraudulent conversion, unfair and deceptive trade practices, breach of fiduciary duty, and breach of a contract. So these are already done. That's what he's been found. The word's not guilty of, but the word's found liable for. Josiah, $2. Boo them. Thank you, Josiah. And that's so we can actually say, look, I was right all along about this. Kyle never had any evidence about any kind of fraud. All the co-hosts have said that Kyle lied to them. All of them. Shannon Q, Godless Engineer, Caitlin Chloe, Mr. Atheist, and even Katie Joy Paulson, who's now started to go back and change that. This is one of the reasons we decided to do this again, because she went back and started accusing me of these things again. Unacceptable. I left it alone for a very long time. I walked away, but I guess she thought because I walked away that I wasn't going to do anything. Wrong. When you continue to lie and you continue to spread false rumors about me, and I have the evidence to show that you're lying, and you have absolutely no case whatsoever, you're damn right that I'm going to do what I can. But we just had to wait for the right opportunity. This was the right opportunity. So I really want to thank Sharrell for giving us the opportunity on that. This was very kind of her. She was very pleasant, very sweet. I was just blown away how nice she really was. But yeah, we're not going away gently in that good night. We've been just taking these arrows for quite some time. And I can tell you right now, when there's about a dozen women getting together, and they're going to make some stink about this too, and it's about 4 platforms, about 4 different shows, I believe. It's going to be big. It's going to be real big. And so I thought I'd give you guys a little quick update. I'm sorry I can't give you more specifics. I told Charelle I wouldn't, but everything I've told you that she has already put out. We had a little trailer the other night. So if you haven't seen that trailer, it's on this channel. I do apologize that this is on this channel. I really did want it on the Great Debate Community channel, not this channel. But I just couldn't get the key. Well, it would stream. I got a good connection, but I couldn't get the logo live light to work. So I don't know. I really don't. It says, I hope somebody sues Katie Joy. That's not off the table. That's really not off the table. People, she thinks she's home free. She's not. We have not just me, but we have many other people that might be in a multifaceted lawsuit if that's the case. Because I know there have been other people that wanted to sue her as well. But yeah, I mean, it's just we're sick of it. I mean, you go around falsely accusing somebody of sexual harassment and you expect nothing to happen. I mean, come on. I don't take kindly to that at all, especially when people are going after the person I care about, so much. I mean, people know by now that I care about Sweet Heathen more than my channel, more than my subs, more than my Patreons, more than anything. And I don't mean that to be derogatory or disrespectful to the people that have supported me. I love them to death. I mean, clearly they're my lifeblood, and I've known a lot of them for 8 years. But, Sweet Heathen is somebody that I know in real life. Sweet Heathen is somebody that I've made promises to. And I'm going to keep those promises. And if that costs me subs, that costs me Patreons, that costs me, standing in the community, I'm okay with that. I'm not here to be somebody's, pedestal person, whatever. I'm not here to be Mr. Popular. I'm not a public figure. I'm just somebody in the public. But I have to take care of my own relationships with people first and foremost. The people that I've made actual promises to, people like Jesh and Bullinator and Reg Rhetoric. These people are my lifeblood that I've counted on. They've backed me 100%. I'm going to back them back. And when people go after Sweet Heathen, I'm going to back her fully. And I've already lost 500 subs. Yeah, but you know what? My other metrics haven't changed that much. My watch time, my revenue, nothing's really changed. Believe it or not, that much. So these were not active people. So I don't really care that I lost 500 subs. What I care about is I still have people that I care about, people that I love, people that are still coming around, like you guys. People like Maki, and I just made Intrigue Feline a mod on my other channel. I'm going to make your mod in this channel too. I'm still going to try to keep it down, but Intrigue Feline definitely is somebody who I want as a mod, because she has been so amazingly helpful. She helps edit my blogs. That's the kind of stuff that I cannot speak highly enough and from the heart enough that these people have been there for me, and I'm not going to give up on them. And so when people are going after them, I'm going to speak up, and I want other people to speak up as well. And they have been. People are now speaking up because they've seen what's happened to me happen to other people, and it happened to them too. Ilian Moon, I mean, what people put her through, I mean, just absolutely ridiculous. She was getting death threats at one time, Yeah. I mean, there are probably a lot of trolls and people that just, hate views. So if I drop 500 subs and it doesn't affect my numbers at all, it clearly wasn't anybody who really watched my stuff. But I mean, especially, it's amazing, with the CV19 going on, it's tough out there. And so everybody that is a member, everybody who is a Patreon, everybody who is PayPal, everybody who super chats, I thank every one of you. I'm blown away at the support that I get, and I do appreciate it so much. I find it comical though when somebody, I just found out that there's a thing called Cameo that you can do, and so I'm going to say somebody. It's actually Katie Joy Paulson. I guess you can have her do a hello to you and your family for the very low bargain price of $15. Well, it's on sale now, clearance for $10. I'm like, look, we're not superstars. We're not internet superstars. We're not celebrities. We're people that have a YouTube channel that talk. That's what we do. And we have guests on, and we people that happen to like what we do, and they're entertained by it. When we get the Non Sequitur show back, and we go back to doing podcasts, and thousands of people listening when they work and that kind of stuff, that's entertainment. And that's, what we have subscriptions for and the Patreon and for this channel. And we like to give something for that, obviously, right? I mean, we don't want to take donations for doing nothing. But we're not celebrities. I mean, who does that? Katie, you're not a celebrity. You're a nobody on YouTube. I'm a nobody on YouTube. Okay, we're not in the 1% bracket here, okay? We do okay, marginally speaking. But, I mean, if anybody wants me to go on their videos or their YouTube channels, I've never charged a dime. That's ridiculous. Who does that? I'm happy when people invite me onto their channels. I don't want to make anything of that. If you want me to say hello for one of your videos or do an intro, just message me. I mean, who charges for that? I mean, that's just... Dottie Morgan, $20. Oh my God! Thank you, Dottie. Thank you for taking a stand, and you're welcome. I appreciate it very much. Look, it's not just me taking a stand here. It is a lot of people in the community taking a stand, and there's other content creators that I don't even know that are taking a stand on this. So I guess she's pissed off a lot of people. People that have seen the same things about Katie Joy that I've been saying all along. And by the way, the people that are supporting Katie Joy, Sharrell doesn't want to have any. She doesn't care about any of those people. They're bottom feeders. They're going to try to latch on to get Charelle to be pissed off and make videos. Not going to happen. Let them try. Cheryl's not interested in that. She's going for big fish. She's not going for these channels that have 10, 20,000 subs. She's going for the ones that have 6, 7 digits. Intellectual alcoholism. How do we contribute more than financially? Just share the videos. That's all. I mean, that's the biggest thing you can do if you really wanted to help support the channel. Find people that are interested in the content. I don't want dead subs. I never have. What's the point of having dead subs? Right? That's just a number to me. I want people that actually, watch the shows because they like it. So. Oh, my daughter just messaged me. I told her, tell your mom Happy Mother's Day. Don't you forget. She says, okay, I just told her, and I just gave her gifts. So, my daughter's so sweet. Yes, I reminded her to tell her mom Happy Mother's Day because her mom's a good mom, actually. We have no ill will. Josiah Hanson, $2. You welcome. By the way, anybody out there like from the shills that kind of been kind of following what's going on? Because I heard the shills are going to be doing some stuff too. Hi, Crafty Kayla. I hope I pronounced that right, by the way. I don't know the Susie Lou comment story. No. And like I said, one thing I really like the way Sharrell wants to do this is not to bag on anybody, right? I mean, it's easy to insult people. It's easy and real easy for these content creators to make stuff up. I mean, that's all these content creators do is they make stuff up for views. We all know this. We're not stupid, right? I just that to me, if that's how you want to earn your income, to make stuff up by harming people, hey, go nuts. Get 1,000 views out of it, maybe. I guess people are using my name. They get 70 views, 100 views. Woo! I get about 1,000, 2,000 a show, and on the Non Sequitur, we're getting quite a bit more than that. And I think once this blows up, I think that once this thing with Sharrell's World goes big, and the reasons to believe, then we might get back to the numbers on this channel that we had before. We might be getting to 4, 5, 6, 10,000 things of views an episode when we do Caffeine Corner and stuff like that, which we had before. But that's what I want for people that actually want to watch it. The hate views, I don't want it. I don't care about those. I really don't. All they do is they watch so they can find something to go put on their channel to get 100 people watching. Woo! You know what? If that's how you want to spend your life, by riding my coattails the rest of your life, be my guest. Because people know that you make stuff up. People know that you lie. And it's funny because anybody in my audience at any time could message me on my Patreon, on my Twitter, on my Facebook, send me an email, and they ask for evidence of something, I'm going to give it to them. I'm going to give it to them if if they're not sea lying, because I'm tired of sea lying. So I have a new rule on my Twitter: if you're a new account and you're sea lying, you straight off the bat, like going sideways, you're blocked right off the bat. You don't even get a response, because that's all they do. They spend time trolling people, and they admit it too. That's the funniest thing. They legit admit that that's what they're doing. We like to troll Steve. I never cared about that. I don't pay attention to any of those people. They're not even a blip on my radar, but they went after Sweet Heathen. Bad mistake. That really was a dumb move, because Sweet Heathen is the nicest, kindest, most generous person I've ever met in my entire life. And they're accusing her of being bigoted, of being racist. I mean, one content creator said that she was afraid of being alone with a room with black men. Her brothers and cousins are all black. She's black. Her whole family's black. I mean, this is the nonsense they do because they want to harm people. They want to stigmatize them. They want to character assassinate them. This goes, they tried that with the rape apologist stuff. That's slowly backfiring in their face, because people know by now that me, of all people, rape apologists, are you out of your mind? I'm the one that's supporting friends of mine that are victims of assault. I'm the ones that out there that are trying to teach people how to recognize cyberbullying, right? So if they want to do that, if they want to try to character assassinate me for the rest of their lives, whatever. I never wanted to be a big YouTuber. I don't care. It's not going to harm me in any way. But they're going after people I care about, and that does not just affect me. That affects a lot of other people that care about them as well. And now they're getting involved. And I think they woke a sleeping giant. Crafty Cash, €2. I stand with Sweet Heathen. Thank you. Desire $2. Sweet is neat. Who said this? I'll tell you who it is, because I don't even care anymore. I'll mention names now because we're making all this open. But there's a content creator. Her name is Joe, Sipping Tea with Joe. She literally had been saying that Sweet Heathen was racist. She didn't want to be in a room with black people. She didn't realize, I guess, that Sweet was black. She said that I was paying Sweet Heathen to sleep with men. I mean, how disgusting is that? And she's like, I heard a third or fourth, rumor kind of thing. These are the people that we're dealing with. Like, again, this is not something that affects me. This is affecting women. This is affecting women of minority. You're basically, first of all, that would be slut shaming anyways. But I mean, a woman can do whatever the hell she wants with her body. That's the whole point of feminism, isn't it? I mean, who are you to judge whatever she does? And by the way, it's false. It's bullshit. It's a lie. But you don't go care about that, do you? No, it doesn't matter. As long as you can try to harm Steve, it's okay. But by the way, it doesn't harm me. It's harming you guys, and it's harming women in general. When you do these things and you start using race and you start using sexualization as a weapon, you're doing the opposite of what feminists have been trying to gain ground on, since the turn of the century. And by the way, this feels like I didn't want to turn this into a Unleashed, but it's kind of sounding like an Unleashed, isn't it? I should put Unleashed in the title when I'm done. This is why I wanted it on the Great Debate Community and not this particular channel, because I didn't I didn't think this was going to be an Unleashed, but I guess it really kind of is, which is okay. I got a lot to get out, and so I need every so often to vent this out. Intrigue says, this is affecting survivors. This is impeding their opportunities to come forward. Very much so. Ilya Moon was going to do a whole story on rape survival, and she was shut down by women and threatened, and she got death threats. And I mean, it just boggles my mind that people think this is okay, and that people watch these channels and they applaud them, going, "Yeah, you're good. You're so good for trolling Steve and trolling Chesh and trolling Reds." I mean, this is the part of the internet that we're on. No, I don't want that side of the internet. I left that kind of group 3-4 years ago because I saw them doing this, and I said, no, this is not for me. But this is what they do. Dave Dalliford, $2. Love you, Steve. Wow, Dave, it's been a long time. Hope you're doing well. Please message me when you get a chance, because it's been a long time, Dave. And again, Dave's been a big supporter for a very long time. Back in the GDC days, the whole thing that supposedly I stole that I never did. Unleashed, KG, Joey Paulson exposed, no clip plate. Well, like I said, I really want to make it very clear, though, that this is not to attack anybody. We're going to be showing evidence for Katie Boris Paulson's lies. the fact that she has falsely accused me of fraud, medical fraud, and sexual harassment, and then there's other content creators that she's gone after as well that are going to share their stories. It's going to be a series. Yeah, I am passionate about this only because, like I said, I got a thick skin. So these people that have been going after me for years, I said years ago I got people that are going after me. And people laughed and people said, oh, Steve's paranoid. Come to find out I was right. Hashtag Steve was right. But they don't bother me. I don't think that much about them. I don't have time. You know, I got other plans that I do, and I do shows on science and philosophy. What are they going to do? Go, oh, look, Steve had a show on philosophy and spend, 2 hours reviewing something that's going to get 80 views. By the way, I guess some of them do that, which knock yourself out. But we want to make it, let's see here. So we want to make it something a little more powerful. We want to make it all about the evidence. Like I said, anybody can talk crap about another content creator. That is not hard. I just don't want to do that. I'm not into that. I think it's ridiculous, especially if your whole channel is about making stuff up about another content creators. I don't mind talking about content creator when it's factual. Everything I've had about Katie joining this channel is absolutely true. Everything I've ever said, and people know this. I mean, when she started even accusing me of sexual harassment, it started with, it happened on Twitter. Then it was with Mercedes Carrera. Then it was before an episode, which I was only on 2 episodes of Non Sequitur with her, both times with Kyle and Bullinator. Kyle never said anything. Bullinator said it's absolute BS. And then it was a private phone call with one other person on the line, whatever that meant. And then it was just a private phone call. None of it ever happened. And this is, yes, I will stick up for myself when it comes to that kind of stuff because I know she has zero evidence for it. It's absolutely zero. Go ask her. And you know what she'll do? She'll block you. Dave Dallafor, $2. Mr. ID versus G-Man. Got to do it. Oh, Dave. That would break the internet, Dave. Yeah. So I do find my voice orgasmic anymore. No, I just get animated. I mean, like I said, I've kept a lot of things bottled in because we decided as a community on the GDC. This is one of the reasons I wanted this on the GDC, and I apologize again for having this channel. But I already took care of that, Tina. So we agreed as a community we're not going to be talking about certain content creators, and we all got together and we said, okay, there's enough here where we need to every so often speak out. We need to speak out about people, saying the things about Sweet Heathen. I mean, I can't just sit by and let people get away with that. And I'm really happy that other people have spoken out as well. And so many more in the next couple of weeks, I think is going to be huge. Joe's channel is just a gossip channel. And she even says, look, I just say my opinion and I don't know if it's fact or not. That's a gossip channel. You are a gossip monger. You're a liar. You're a disgusting human being when you lie in order to get views. I mean, I had a person on my YouTube channel the other day said something about, well, you lied about this. And I'm like, what was this? And I'm like, she's like, well, I don't want to get into it. Or they, I don't know if it was she, but I think it was by the name. And everybody was noticing was like, wait, Steve's asking you for evidence and you just run away. This is what happens every single time. This is one of the reasons Cheshire and Sweet became so close to me is because when they came around, I knew Cheshire from Twitter long before anybody else knew her. And I was like, you know what, maybe you should kind of join us on air, And so I kind of broke her out of her shell. And when they started coming around, people were messaging them. People were trying to recruit them, going, hey, you really need to know about Steve. And they're like, oh, yeah, please tell us, especially when Sweet's coming out to visit me. She's like, hey, if this guy's like bad news, I want to know. They couldn't give him anything. And they're like, what is this then? If you guys can't show us anything. And you know what they started doing? They started calling them names. Like the B word and other vile names, and said, they said that Cheshire is not a real woman either. They called her a gender traitor. This is what they do. If you're not with us, you're against this kind of thing. And this is like to other women, and then they go after me. So I just thank you all for the support that you've been giving Sweet Heathen. Me, I appreciate it immensely. Trust me, I really do. But I mean, I got thick skin. These guys have never bothered me that much. I mean, if they did, then whatever. I mean, you get numb to it after a while. I mean, you see my name being used for Steve McCrae exposed for everything, whatever. They get, like I said, they got 60 views out of it, 100 views out of it. Who cares? But when you do it to somebody like Sweet Heathen, who's one of the nicest people you ever want to meet in your entire life, that's a different ballgame, because now people recognize that. People recognize that now they know that you're lying. So, anyways, so let me see what we got in the live chat. Yeah, I know she's Leslie's little puppet. I do know that. And so, gender traitor, not traitor, traitor, you know, like a turncoat. So, okay, so I'm going to take some last minute questions. Again, I didn't really want this to go very long, and I really do apologize for being on this channel. I'm trying to keep the what people consider drama on the other channel, even though I don't consider it drama. And the reason being is this affects our real lives. When people have called other people's works, and people when people have messaged Sweet Heathen's family and her friends, that's not okay. That's not okay. And when people have called her a liar about being a victim of sexual assault, which, by the way, not just happened once, but more than one time, that's not okay. It's just not. I mean, if you don't want to believe her, that's your prerogative. I mean, beliefs are beliefs. But when you call her a liar, that's a different story. Let's see here. Yeah, I know Leslie's been going on other people's chats, which is kind of hilarious. Yeah, by the way, the series that Sharrell's doing might include other people. I mean, it will include other people. I mean, it's not just about Katie Joy. Katie Joy is just the first person that's going to be talked about. But yeah, there's a lot of people that need to be held accountable. Leslie is one of them. I mean, Leslie flat out, basically, well, I mean, it's weird when I say that she lied, because she broke her promise to me, right? She said that she was going to send me the email. She never did, right? I hate to say it's a lie, because she probably maybe, well, you know what? I'm at this point where I don't think she had any intention of ever sending any email. So maybe it is a lie. I mean, I just don't believe that she had any intention on it. But she never did. So in that case, she broke her promise. And she was going to show her dashboard, which she never did. And then she tried to throw me under the bus, saying that I stole $500 from her. That was a lie. That was an outright lie. I made $536 in super chats. Take 30% off of that was $375.20. I sent her $375.02. I was 18 cents off, because it was just people, when they know I'm typing, I switch things. So it was 18 cents off, whoopee. But I also spent about $45 in taxes on that. And so, you know, her kids got a great Christmas, right? I mean, they got $1,000 worth of stuff, and I got shit on for it, basically. I was the bad guy. So, and by the way, does anybody know how much I've ever made off fundraisers and GoFundMes? The net amount? By the way, it's minus. I've never made a dime. Because I mean, I had to pay for taxes, plus I've donated. But myself, I've never made anything off of GoFundMe. These people that are out there spewing about GoFundMes, I have absolutely nothing to do with. Literally nothing to do with. I didn't even know anything about Sean's GoFundMes. You know, and Red's GoFundMe, the only thing I knew about is he got in a car accident. I gave him $100 for a new car. I had one for a friend of mine named Off the Hook. She was in bad shape. I helped her out, but I didn't do the GoFundMe. I just donated it. I donated to Rachel Osh's GoFundMe. I didn't start a single GoFundMe, so I don't know what the hell these people are talking about. But I have been supporting people. I will donate, even though I was making nothing back then. I was literally making about $4,000 a year. I still gave 10% more of my income away. I was making, literally 10% of my income that year I made, and I gave it away. I don't mind that. I want to be able to help people. But when you accuse my friends of stuff, yeah, you're doing it for views, and people see that, and that's fine. Let them. But I want to cultivate the people that can recognize that, right? I don't want their audience. I don't want those people that want drama. I don't want those people that think that you have to be entertained by being lied to because they think it's some kind of reality TV. This is not reality TV. This is actually our lives. I mean, I fly Sweet out to LA, and we go to Texas, and I'm going to go to Boston for no other reason than I love the hell out of her. I love being around her. I mean, we enjoy each other's company. We like to have dinner together. We like to, go see shows together and do things. We're going to be going traveling and watching the music. Not watching, but doing the tours of the museums up and art museums and science museums in Boston. I'm so looking forward to that. It was supposed to be this month, but CV-19. And so, I don't know. Like I said, I'm a little venting right now, and I didn't want it to go this direction. So again, please accept my apology on that. I know I'm gonna have trolls come around. They all get blocked, so it's no big deal. But they're like, oh, you're harassing this person. I've never harassed a person in my day in my life. I was the guy that stood up for people when they were getting bullied all my life. You know, if they want to make me out to be the bad guy, let them. Yeah, that doesn't bother me. In fact, if it gives them something to do by using my name, go for it. Because I don't watch any of their stuff. It does, so I don't know what the hell half the time they're saying until, you know who I get most of my information from? In my audience here. You can speak up. You know who you are. There's 2 people in my audience right now that basically just send me stuff, unsolicited or not, clips of the people. I don't watch their channels. I don't watch their videos. I mean, I swear to you, I really, honest to God, do not watch anything that has my name on it if I block them. It just doesn't happen. But they send me clips. I might check it out. Or if somebody does a review on it, I'll check it out. But I won't go to their channel to watch it. I may go to the channel to look at some comments. That's true. But I don't watch the video. I call it a naivety that I have. I'd rather be just oblivious of what the hell they're talking about, because I know 99% of what they're talking about is going to be made up anyways. And the other 1% is going to be twisted. So why bother? I don't need to be abreast of everything. And the only reason people send me stuff is because they think it's hilarious, right? I mean, they're trying to inform me like, oh, Steve needs to know this. It's like, hey, Steve, hey, you know what this dipshit said about you today? I'm like, oh, okay, great. If anyone says they want to defend themselves of false accusations, they're lying. Oh, I agree. Again, I never sexually harassed anyone. And so for her to say, for Katie Joy Paulson to say, of all the thousands of shows that I did, of all the women that have been on my channel, she's the only one somehow that I sexually harassed. And by the way, I've been seeing Sweet for a very long time. She was actually a mod on my channel, and she was around the Non Sequitur show. We've known each other for a very long time before we actually started meeting up. I liked her a lot. And Katie Joy's like, well, other women have been felt comfortable around him. No, they haven't. But they don't like me because they don't like me because I'm abrupt and I'm kind of abrasive, right? Because when I stand my ground, when I'm right, especially on philosophy and science. But that's not, nobody's out there can ever say that I sexually harassed them. Nobody. There's no evidence of that whatsoever. Absolutely none. I mean, it's ludicrous, to be honest with you. And it is defamation. It's defamation per se. But I'm not the only one that I'm finding out has this issues. So I think as a group, when we get together of a bunch of people, it's going to be much more potent. All right. So anyways, what do you guys want to know? I mean, like I said, I'm an open book. We don't mind questions. We love questions. I before I didn't want to give certain people the time of day because, they just wanted to use my name for views. Every so often we have to talk about them, and we do. This is only because if not, then they're going to get away with lying, and I just want the information out there, and then we go back doing our other stuff, right? I mean, at least it's out there, and people can look back years later on and go, oh, well, yeah, you know what? Steve was right about this. Because I'd rather tell people the truth, not have people believe me, then months later go, yeah, he was right, right? So, because look what happened in the last segment show. Everything I said of that was true, right? I mean, we documented everything. Did Kyle have a lawyer? Nope. Told you that. Did he have a CPA? Nope. Told you that. Did, when he said he was like sending videos to his lawyer, because the only reason this court case was going on so long is every time I made a video, I had to send to his lawyer. Nope. Told you. Lied about that. So, yeah, I mean, and by the way, Dave Dallafor here knows. Dave can tell you. He's known me, oh my God, we go back half a decade probably on the Great Debate community. He knows that I've stood up for him. When people falsely accused him of some stuff, hey, Dave, who was it when you don't have to go into details, but when some people were falsely accusing, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff, and there's so much of drama, who stood by you, and we looked in it together, and who did all the due diligence to make sure that we had our facts straight, to make sure that certain people were not being unfairly, charged with stuff, So this is nothing new to me. This is who I am. This is how I've been for ages on end. I just got coffee up my nose. Sorry about that. Oh, this is going to be a killer stream. Oh, we have a guest. Oh my goodness. We have a celebrity in the live chat here. We have Gumby Joy News. Gumby News says, I'd like you to clear up the rumor that Katie Joy Paulson is really the spawn of David Bowie and Box of Wine. Any truth to that? I'm going to do the no comment thing. I can neither confirm nor deny that. The only reason, because I'm not sure if it was Box of Wine that was white or red wine. I'm not sure. And so without having enough details, I'm just going to go with probably Chardonnay. So if you guys haven't checked out Gumby News, it's hilarious. I don't know who this person is. I really don't. I even told them I don't want to know who you are, because I don't. I'm not interested in deets on this stuff, on these people. I just not. I think if it's funny, then I retweet it, right? And that's funny. Can anybody touch their nose with their elbow? No, you can't. That is impossible. Hey, Dapper Dino, I see you out there as well, buddy. And thank you, Dave. He says you did. Thank you, David. People know there were a long time that I'm going to stand up for the little guy. I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm going to fight the good fight. And has it cost me? Yes. You know, look, if I wanted to be a big YouTuber, I could have sucked ass. I could have sucked Aaron's ass. I could have sucked Matt Dillahunty's ass, right? I mean, I could have been on, a big name in the atheist community if I wanted to be an atheist. I didn't want that. You know why? Because my integrity, my honor means more to me than that crap. It really does. Because I want my daughter to be proud of what goes on these channels if she ever sees them. Because she'll look at all the other stuff and she knows it's all BS. I've told her she's well informed. But I mean, I don't want to sacrifice my principles for numbers. And I know a lot of these people in the new atheist community have been lying. I mean, just straight out lying. I want to be that neutral, not neutral. I want to be that person more in the middle that can call out either side. I don't want to be beholden to any ideology. I don't want to be beholden to any dogma. I want to be able to say what I want to say to who I want to say it, when I want to say it, and how I want to say it. And when you belong to these organizations, you can't do that. You're scripted. Do you think that people that are political leaders or these atheist leaders can say what they want? No. They're just as much gagged in some ways as the PhDs that work for Answers in Genesis, because if they were start spewing, oh, you know what? Hey, you know what? Steve is right about this stuff, and we have been misleading people. Yeah, they're not going to keep these people around. They're going to be pariahs like I was. But the reason was I'm pariah because I'm willing to stand up for what's right. Dave Dollar for $2. Bring back Rose Patton. I could. Yeah, I could reach out to Rose. I wonder how she's doing. Butt Slaughter, I support your choice, Steve. You should defend yourself against stupid accusations, and I believe that's a good thing. Yeah, well, we don't really defend against accusations. We usually do evidence, but this was a rare exception when people are flat out going after Sweet Heathen because she's not black enough. I'm just appalled. When people are saying that, talking about her sexuality. Joe actually said that Sweet said she was trans at one time. Really? News to me. First of all, none of your goddamn business. Second of all, that's not a weapon to be used. I'm sorry, but your personal drama to use transgender as a weapon, that's bullshit. But she's not. But even if she was, none of your damn business. I mean, first you go to race, and then you go to sexuality, and then you go to the fact that you think she said she was trans? I mean, good grief. And these are the people that woke folk ignore, right? They'll go after me. Oh, let's go after Steve because, he platformed somebody that was convicted of rape years ago. Let's go after Steve because of his position on atheism. Let's go after Steve because of his mean poopy head. When there's actual racists and bigots and sexist people out there that are saying this and they just ignore it and they don't care because reasons? I mean, come on. God's Otter, that rumor is false because Bowie wouldn't drink box wine. Good point. He would definitely do it under glass. Unveiling the Mask. Thank you, Unveiling the Mask. $10. He says, Steve, thanks so much for standing up for your friends, Sweetie Ethan. We love you, girl. And thank you for all your help as well. We hope that you get involved in there's some stuff I think there's some projects in the works here, not just that I'm not involved with personally, but because it's a gender thing. I'm not woman enough to do some of these things, and so the ladies in the community, they're taking a stand, and that's going to be amazing, and I support them 1,000%. Dave Dollar for $2. Steve already stuck up for me, and yes, and It's been likewise in kind. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen you, Dave, and here you're supporting me, so I appreciate that. Todd says, what do you think of Nate's backhanded apology today? Not going to happen. I'll never forgive these people. I will tell you right now, I will never forgive these people. I'll ignore them. That's all I wanted. I want to be ignored. I want them to never mention my name ever again, or Sweets, or Cheshires, or Red's Rhetorics. That's what I want. But that's a little too late for that, because this week is going to be a lot of stuff coming out, hopefully. Yeah, if somebody said, look, we'll never mention your name again if you don't mention ours, I would take that deal if I knew they weren't lying. Nate's lied about that before. Nate has said, I have the screenshots, him saying, hey, look, I do believe you in all this, and you're right. All this stuff about atheism, yeah, you're right 100%. You know, a heretic was wrong on his logic. I was wrong on my logic. You're right. But they, quote, they want me to fight you to the death. They want me to continue this for drama. And they're like, he said, it's you know, they want it to be a blood feud. His words. This was in 2019, I believe it was. Maybe 18. I was either 18 or 19. That's a long time ago. And he's like, well, I'm not going to make any more videos about this. You know, I want to kind of like let bygones be bygones. And I trusted him. He lied about it. He absolutely lied. You think I'm going to trust him again? No. But I'm fine with at least attempting so. But I don't believe him. I really don't. And no, I will never forgive him. I will never forgive Nate for the things he has done to me and what he's done to Sweet. Never. And anybody surrounding him, anybody associating with him, I won't forgive. And you know, people can say, well, Steve, you know, forgiveness and blah, blah, blah. Hey, look, I'm not a Christian. I don't have to forgive. Christ never told me to specifically does. Now, Christ comes down now and says, hey, Steve, you need to forgive these people. I might think about it, right? But no, I'm not that kind of person. You screw me over and you hurt the people I care about, there is no forgiveness. It's like, if somebody harmed your kid, would you forgive them? Probably not. And you know, Sweet, I love it a lot. And for them to go after her, and I can't. I just can't. It was 2018. Okay. So it's been a long while since that happened. I mean, you've seen the screenshots. I put them out before. Oh, by the way, I found more screenshots on that feed line. I actually found screenshots I didn't even know I had. But yeah, Nate's been lying all that. He's just been doing this for drama from day one. Warped Angel says, hey, Steve, I was one of those who found you through the reality TV thing, but decided to stay here. I love you all, and I hate the popular people. I hate the people are attacking you, Sweet, Jess, and Reds, and Blake. Thank you very much. Yeah, all those reality people, they left. I got a surge like 500 people when we started talking about that reality stuff, and then they all left because that's not the thing I want. Newsflash, I've never watched a single episode of Teen Mom or 16 and Pregnant or any of those episodes. Not one. Anybody who says I have anything to do with Teen Mom is lying to you. I was in a teen group that was called Team Mama Drama only because I liked that person from Twitter because they had some funny stuff. That's it. But I have 5,000 friends on Facebook, for God's sake. 4,955 something friends I have on Facebook. One of them happened to be being Team Mama Drama. I mean, only because, like I said, some of the stuff they had on Twitter was funny, and I follow the group they were in. But the group I admin for, which is Without a Freaking Clue, that's not a hate group. It's not a troll group. In fact, you can ask the other admin. I wanted to go public. I even said I got nothing to hide in this group. Most stuff I put in there I actually put on my main page too. And so I got absolutely nothing to hide. It's not a hate group. It's what it is. It's just like, you know, Without Any Crystal Balls commentary account. We want to keep reminding people of the things that Katie Joy and other people have been doing. That's it. Everything has to be vetted. You can't just spew something like a fact and not have it backed up. We don't allow that. That's what a troll group would do, right? Because they don't care about the facts. What they care about is harming people. I don't want to harm anybody. I want people to be accountable. I want people like Katie Joy that's lied about me for years to stand up and go, yes, Steve, I'm sorry. I lied. I do apologize. I would be done. At that point, what am I going to do? I would look like an ass if I didn't. Now, am I going to forgive her? Probably not. But, you know, at least move on my merry way. And people are going to, I know what's going to happen. They're like, what? Well, Steve, why would you want an apology for her if you're not going to forgive her? Because it's the point. It's a thought that counts. Doesn't mean I have to forgive her, but at least it means that she does recognize that she's lying, and she does recognize she has to take accountability for it, and it prevents her from doing it in the future to other people. Drop the truth hammer on them. Going to be a good week if everything comes out and maybe just shuts them the F up. Yeah. Oh, it will. Oh, They're people that were getting involved are not small players. These are people with some of them with millions of subs. I mean, people are sick of this. People are sick of the little guy getting screwed over because people with bigger channels can say whatever they want with impunity and not be held accountable for it. I mean, it's enough. And I applaud Sharrell for this. She recognized this. She recognized that there's enough of this nonsense out there, and people whose voices get smashed because they don't have big channels. She doesn't like that. And I've got to tell you, she was really nice. I'm a chess fan. Joe King says, I'm a chess fan. I may not like her politics, and she may not like mine, but I think she's smart cutie pie. Yeah. By the way, I'll tell you this. The worst thing people could ever do is underestimate Cheshire. Don't ever she's smart. I mean, a lot smarter than anybody gives her credit for, I think. She tried Feline says she tried an apology before, an apology that was not an apology. She even moved the video. Yes, she apologized. She made a video. I put that in the Great Debate community, and she's had that struck, which she could do. And then she lied about that story. I mean, lie upon lie. I told her, look, you're right. I mean, this was not fair use. I'm going to accept the hit. I'm not going to fight it because I'm ethical. Look, it was an apology video to me. I thought I could do what I want with it because, hey, I want to see if she was sincere. I didn't put it on this channel for a reason because I put it on the other channel. I wanted to see if she was sincere about the apology. She wasn't. She struck it and then she took it down. And she twisted that by going, oh, Steve knows that he was stealing from me. No. What I said was I know it wasn't fair use, but it was an apology directed to me. Right? I mean, sure, she had every right to strike it. I wasn't going to fight that. I'll fight other false DMCAs, and I will take them to court, but I wasn't going to fight that one because she was in the right. But at the same time, she was ethically in the wrong, which is really what I wanted to point out. When you make an apology video to somebody, and then you DMCA it because they put it on your channel because you want to continue to lie about somebody, yeah, that's an ethical consideration. But anyways, all right, I'm going to wrap this up. Look, I appreciate all of you guys so much. I really do. I hope you guys start commenting more, start sharing videos more, because if people ask what they can do, that's a big thing. The trolls, they're not welcome. They're not going to get in the live chat. They're not going to get in the comment section. There's a few that on the last video that I had, I left. And the reason why I did that is I want Sharrell to see what we're up against. Because people have warned her when she gets involved in this, there will be people going after her. And we're not talking about the content creators we know. We're not talking about the bottom feeders. We're not talking about the dregs of YouTube that just want to start fights with people for donations, donos for dollars. Sharrell doesn't care about those. She's not going to ever address those people. They're not even on her radar. But she does recognize that certain other people, larger content creators, probably do need to get addressed. But yeah, so I'm going to show her. Look, these people like Katie, they'll send people after you. But you know what? She's a tough cookie. She's a tough cookie. I got to give her props. I didn't think that she was going to be able to have the testicular fortitude, I guess, to do this. But I'm wrong. She's going to go head on with this, and I think she's going to do an amazing job. Josiah, $2. Keon thinks I care about him. Keon gets deleted his the Red Bean channel. He had too many DMCAs because he had uploaded many videos. I had like 5 or 6 DMCAs. Red had his DMCAs. He finally deleted the channel, but still, fun fact: it is an objective fact of reality. If you ever want to know what the ethical thing to do is, go find Keon, see what he would do, and do the opposite every single time. It is an objective fact. He is 100% wrong on everything. Kino, love you too, buddy. And again, like I've always said, Kino's known me 10 years as well. She used to come visit me at work. I'm just happy that I have people that I've known and people that have supported me for a very long time. And really the main thing is you guys are supporting Sweet Heathen. That to me means more than anything. When you know that somebody you care about is loved in the community and people are willing to back her up, because she was ready to just go away, and she not from me, but from the internet, because she didn't feel like she was getting, the support. She said she sees all these other people getting support, but she didn't feel like she was, and now she's overwhelmed by it. And that's great. I mean, that's just I cannot tell you how much I love that, because she's worth it. I've staked my reputation on it. I've staked my channel on it. You know, she is somebody that I will stake everything I have on. She's worth it. I'm not an idiot. I know a good thing when I see it. My mama didn't raise no fool. And so when I tell you that everything she said is the truth, I will stake everything I own on it, that she's telling the truth. She's just not a person to lie at all. I mean, she's just so giving. Now, I'm not saying that she's probably not capable of lying, like Jess is capable of lying, sure. But she'll never lie to me, because I never lie to her, and that's a promise we made to each other. And so as long as we have that kind of connection, I'll stand by her 100,000 times over. If I lose all my subs and I'm speaking to the void, having 6 people watch me, but I have her that can call up after the show, I'm okay with that. It is what it is. I'm not going to apologize to anybody for that. And I think once you guys get to see what she can do on that time of the month, and she goes on the shills again, and she goes on the Uncalled For, which, by the way, what a great name. I love that name. God, I hate when people think of good names that I don't. The Uncalled For. Damn, it's such a great name. But yes, I know, Kim, that you got her back. I know you guys do. I've seen it. I mean, it means a lot to me. It really does. So, and with that, guys, I'm gonna go. I vented enough. I know how much longer you want me to vent. I really didn't mean to. I just, it's rough. It's rough. It's tough. I tell you this though, if all that whole group ever said, if they ever got together and said, look, we never want to mention Steve, Sweet, Reds, Cheshire, or Bull ever again, we would be the happiest people on the planet. We don't want to ever talk about them, right? That's when people say we're obsessed or harassing people. That's nonsense. They talk about us every single day. There's a video about me every single day. And they have the balls to say that I'm obsessed or harassing them, or that Sweet is harassing Nate, of all freaking Sweet harassing, stalking. I mean, come on. And so I don't ever want to talk about them. But I know Sweet and Chesh and other people are going to be, so I have to stand by them. That's the only reason why I'm saying the things I am now, is that I have to do what I promised. And even though I promised myself that I never really want to talk about these people, my promises to them mean more than anything. And so I have to tell you guys, I'm backing them 100% on this, on anything they want to do. And they want to go ahead and have multiple show episodes on this, on various channels, and so does Sharrell's World. So, all right, guys. I hope you guys have a really great Mother's Day. Call your moms, guys. Call your moms. Without your mom, you guys wouldn't be around. So, thank her for that. And with that, I'm gonna go, and I'll look forward to reading your comments later. Yeah. Good night, guys.